ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. كيف أمسيتم؟ أمسينا وأمسى الملك لله والحمد لله، لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. اللهم تقبل منا صيامنا وقيامنا وصلاتنا. اللهم طهر قلوبنا وزينها ليوم العرض عليك، وأقمنا بصدق العبودية بين يديك. اللهم لا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين، وأصلح لنا شأننا كله. لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. اللهم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وطاعتك. آمين يا أرحم الراحمين. I hope inshallah ta'ala that these khawatir that we have every night, I hope that all of you, at least some of you, some of us are paying attention, and we are benefiting from that, and we are asking Allah to benefit us from what we hear of that which pleases Him. If anything that does not please Him, Ya Allah, keep it away from my heart and your hearts. Ameen. What did we talk about last night? Surah Al-Ikhlas. MashaAllah. I know that at least one brother has committed to practice it, and he has practiced that today. Are there others as well? Working on it. Alhamdulillah, that's all we need. We need to strive, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who bestows His grace, and then we're able to do the good things bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. These many nights, what have we been talking about in general? Yes? Al-Qulub. Al-Khuluq. Yes, Khuluq or yes. Al-Khuluq. Inner image, which sometimes is translated as character. Al-Khuluq. Plural, Al-Akhlaq. How else would you put it? We were talking about also the heart. Al-Qulub. Why were we talking about the heart? In which context? Now this is quiz, so if you just learn without quizzes. Yes. Exactly. We were speaking about the qulub in the context of the fulfillment of the khilafah on earth for which Allah created us. How does the khilafah on earth connect to the heart? I heard you, but that's not good enough. Huh? No, it's not good enough. We mentioned details. So this is quiz. Either you know or you don't. Don't invent things. What did we say? The attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Khilafah on earth, as is related to the qalb, is the embodiment in our hearts at our human best potential and possible level to embody in our qulub the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at our best human potential. And those characteristics, those sifat have to do with the qulub. Al-karam, al-sabr, al-hilm, al-jud, al-iffa, التواضع، العدل، الإحسان، وهكذا. These are the characteristics of the qulub, and it is in that context that we are speaking, and we will continue to speak of these things until hopefully more of us will understand that, will feel that, will commit to that, and will live the rest of their lives trying to accomplish that in that way. And hopefully, if we do so, what will happen the moment we leave this dunya? Our qulub are in a state, inshallah, that Allah loves. Because He said in the Quran, what did He say about the qalb in the Quran? What counts most when we die? إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. Except the one who comes to Allah with a qalb that is healthy, sound, salim. And then if we are striving in this way to accomplish the attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal at our human level in our qulub, then we will die insha'Allah ta'ala in a state of soundness and safety and salama bi'idnihi Azza wa Jal. Allahumma ameen. Next quiz. What are the 3 things that must be treasured and they are worth to treasure and to store, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught? Qalbun, not zakir, dhakir. No. Qalbun shakir. Qalbun shakir. A grateful heart. Heart that is grateful. Second, lisanun dhakir. Lisanun dhakir. A tongue that is always in dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal. And thirdly, a spouse. For you, a wife. For them, a husband. A spouse that helps you, that helps us in our matters worldly and in our matters of our deen. وزوجة صالحة تعينه على أمر دنياه ودينه أحق ما اكتنز الناس, as he said صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم. Next question. Now this we didn't really cover in detail. Oftentimes or sometimes, some of us, many of us, few more, we seem to know things. Sometimes, of course, many of us don't know. And that's called what? Ignorance. That's ignorance. And ignorance has consequences. يفعل الجاهل في نفسه ما يفعل العدو في عدوه. An ignorant person causes of harm to his own self that which an enemy causes to another enemy. Ignorance. Now, assume there is no ignorance. Assume there is ilm. We know. Why sometimes when we know, or many of us, or some of us, when we know, we pray, we fast, but when we are in other aspects of life, social activities, family life, community life, business life, political life, administrative life, managerial life, environmental issues, we seem not to be acting in accordance to what we know. Is it true? It is very true. Why? Why, I must ask myself. Why? Because this is part, alhamdulillah, of growing up, of maturing, of changing, of drawing nearer to Allah Azza wa Jal, and part of assuming the responsibility of Khilafah is to ask the right questions about ourselves. Why does this happen? What do you think? Huh? The heart. What do you mean? Subhanallah, I thought this was a difficult question. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. We know, but when the qalb is in the wrong condition, is in the wrong phase, when the qalb is like a nafs, is like a self, selfish, a self. It's not a heart. It's a nafs. It's a big nafs. We know or we don't know, will violate what we know or what should be done. So we know about kindness, we know about compassion, we know about rationality, we know about benevolence, we know about forgiveness, we know about patience, we know about hilm, forbearance, we know about magnanimity, ihsan, we know about rahmah, loving mercy. But when it comes to issues that should show those attributes, we don't show them, though we know. That means our knowledge that we have as it operates inside a qalb, that qalb is nafs. Regardless of how much we know. What is the worst example of this? Who is the worst example of this? Shaitan. Shaitan, why? He knew a lot. He knew a lot. He knew Tawheed. He knew what are the consequences of obedience and disobedience. He knew. But he was a shaitani nafs. That's why now in our literature, in our spiritual literature, a nafs sometimes is described as shaitani nafs. Because it's a nafs that has the traits and the characteristics of a shaitan. Arrogance, boastfulness, delusion, ghurur, conceitedness, ujub, love to be the head, shahwa, strong hawa. And subhanallah, if Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't send a flash of His merciful kindness, subhanahu wa ta'ala, in that heart will control the thoughts and the feelings and the activities and the words of that person. Nafs wal-'iyadhu billah. And therefore, part of what we need to do through a lot of dua is to learn to be in dua sincerely, even if we're evil. But we should learn to be in dua sincerely. And in that dua, we ask Allah for what? Protect us from our nafs. And tell Allah, Ya Rabbi, you know better than I do about my nafs. And I know that my nafs fails me many times, entraps me many times. Sometimes I realize that, sometimes I don't, sometimes I realize that later. Please, when I am overwhelmed by a wave of my nafs, when I am completely unaware of what I am doing wrong and feeling wrong, please then protect me. Don't entrust me to me. Don't let the consequences of my nafs be expressed in my words and in my comportment and in my behavior and in my actions and reactions. Implore Allah, when we are aware, when we are fine, implore Allah for those moments that will come. They will come. And they don't come just once. They come. Because this is dunya. Dunya is a field of tests. Of the ad'iyah that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us. I would like to share with you tonight and remind myself of it and make it a wird ratib of your dua, a regular, repeated dua, mornings and evenings. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا. Up to this point, end of quote. اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك. Which means something like this: Ya Allah, please give us a share of reverence for you, by which you make a barrier between us and disobeying you. Look at this beautiful dua. Ya Allah, give us a share of khashya, of reverence for you, of awe for you. Khashya is not exactly khawf, is not fear. It's something reverent, if you will, reverent fear. Mahaba wa tabjeel لله سبحانه وتعالى وإجلال لله سبحانه وتعالى مع انقباض في القلب. نوع من الخوف لكن خوف بإجلال. خشية. Ya Allah, please grant me, give me a share, some khashiyah inside of me, inside of my heart, that is there present, so that builds a barrier, even if I want to, between me and sinning against you and disobeying you. Especially at the moment when the attack comes. Grant my heart that constant khashya. تحول بيني وبين معصيتك. That becomes an obstacle, a dam, a barrier between me and my desire, nor my ability, nor my action to disobey you. Second, ومن طاعتك ما تبلغني به جنتك. And give me a share of obedience for you, by which you make me reach paradise, Jannah. Make me obey you. Give me a share of obedience for you, of you. That obedience by which you, by your grace, take by my heart and take me to Jannah. Amal is required. We must do. Yes, Allah may enter us Jannah without doing. But He required that we do. And we will still enter Jannah not because we did, but His grace, Azza wa Jal. Because no matter what we do is not enough to enter Jannah. But we don't want to enter hell. So please, Ya Allah, give me a share of being obedient to you, of hasanat, of ta'at, by which you help me, make me reach Jannah, paradise. And thirdly, وَمِنَ الْيَقِينِ. Allahu Akbar. وَمِنَ الْيَقِينِ. And what is yaqeen? What is yaqeen? Certitude. Where does yaqeen lie? In the qalb. وَمِنَ الْيَقِينِ. And certitude. Yaqeen in what? Yaqeen in you, that you are, Ya Allah. Yaqeen in your sifat, in your attributes. Yaqeen, as though I see you. Your rahmah, your justice, your benevolence, your kindness, your mercy, and your punishment. Yaqeen in all your attributes. It's not something I doubt. It's not something that is just somewhere that doesn't touch my heart. It's not something tangential and superficial. It's not something maybe or probable. Yaqeen. And yaqeen is not in the head. Yaqeen is in the qalb. Certitude. The qalb sees, the eyes see physically, the qalb in certitude sees the sifat of Allah Azza wa Jal. sees the attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal. Yaqeen in what also? Yaqeen in all the world of the unseen that you have created. Yaqeen in the angels as though I see them. Yaqeen in Akhirah. Yaqeen that I will be resurrected after I die. Yaqeen that I will be held to account after I die. Yaqeen that there is paradise. Yaqeen that there is Jahannam, hell. Yaqeen that there is the greatest of all joy to be in the companionship of Allah Azza wa Jal. Yaqeen that bad deeds have consequences, terrible consequences, and good deeds have beautiful consequences in this dunya and akhirah. Yaqeen, no doubt. Yaqeen that no matter what happens to me or what happens in this existence, you have known it before it has happened. And you are in control of everything. Yaqeen, not doubt, not probability. Yaqeen that there is nothing that happens, good or evil, except that it has occurred with your knowledge and with your control and with your irada. Yaqeen. Why is that so beautiful and so important? Because he said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, after this, وَمِنَ الْيَقِينِ مَا تُهَوِّنُ بِهِ عَلَيَّ مَصَائِبَ الدُّنْيَا وَمِنَ الْيَقِينِ مَا تُهَوِّنُ بِهِ عَلَيَّ مَصَائِبَ الدُّنْيَا. By which, share of yaqeen, by which you would make bearable for me the afflictions of this world. The trials of this world, the hardships of this world, the challenges of this world, the difficulties of the world, of all sorts, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, social, political, economic, financial, all sorts, because there is nothing that occurs without His ilm and His irada subhanahu wa ta'ala. To have yaqeen in that, and that's what we lack, to have yaqeen in that will make all of that for me at least bearable, easier to bear. But when I or you lack yaqeen, difficulties and afflictions and challenges will break our backs, will break our hearts, will make us implode inside with anxiety and depression and fear and insecurity, will make us as a consequence react in ways that are immoral, unethical, unjust, unfair, and of course not lovingly merciful. Al-yaqeen. وَمِنَ الْيَقِينِ مَا تُهَوِّنُ بِهِ عَلَيَّ أو علينا in plural مصائب الدنيا. I repeat, اللهم اقسم لنا in plural or singular, اللهم اقسم لي من خشيتك ما تحول به بيني وبين معصيتك ومن طاعتك ما تبلغني به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علي مصائب الدنيا. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى. اللهم اجعلنا أهلا للخلافة لك على هذه الأرض بجودك وكرمك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا وآمن روعاتنا واستر عوراتنا وأصلح ذات بيننا وردنا إليك ردا جميلا. آمين. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله الطاهرين الطيبين وأصحابه الميامين التابعين لهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.